Any straight people in here? Couple. When did you guys choose to be straight? Has anybody asked you that? You ever do that question? No. Yeah, well, any homos in here? Okay, got some mo's in the house. Have you ever been asked the hypothetical question? I've gotten this a couple times through the years. They say, so, hypothetically, if being gay were a choice, would you still choose to be gay? And so I never really had a great answer for that, but I came up with one the other day. And feel free to copy this and use it, because I think it's pretty good. So next time I get asked that, I have a good answer. I'm going to say, yeah, I think I would still choose to be gay, because it'd be really weird to be like a 6'4" straight dude walking around checking out other dudes' butts all the time. You're like, hey bro, you know what'd be cool is if you like bent over and show me that sweet hole. It'd just be really awkward. So yeah, I think I'd have to choose to be gay. But no, I know you can't tell by the grand example of faggotry that stands before you tonight, but I came out quite late in life. It took me a long time. Yet somehow still, all through school, I always got bullied for being gay, even though I didn't know I was gay yet. All the way back to elementary school. So I've been thinking about that lately. What was it about little elementary school Justin that all these kids knew I was gay before I did? And the more I thought about my elementary school years, the more I came to realize that everything I ever needed to know about being gay, I in fact learned in elementary school. I'll give you an example. For instance, if you're going to wear anything outside of the norm, you better walk in there wearing it with some fucking confidence, or you're going to get made fun of. If you're going to serve it to the children properly. So those are things that you can learn in elementary school that help you as an adult gay man. Let's see, what's some other things? Oh, spanking. That comes in handy. All right, also, little elementary school Justin and adult gay Justin, avoid sports at all costs. Unless, of course, it's to watch. Because every now and then, Michael B, not Michael F, will lift his shirt up a little to wipe the sweat off his face, and when he does that, you can kind of see his underwear waistband a little bit, and look at his midriff, and it gives you this little tingly, embarrassing feeling in your tummy, and then later you get that same feeling in the underwear aisle, and then even later in the 90s when you get AOL dial-up, the first thing you search is men in their underwear, because you think, hey, maybe I just really like underwear, but then you get distracted by that little treasure trail. And that has now led to a multi-billion-dollar gay underwear industry, because sometimes we still need to see it all wrapped up nice and get that waistband a little snap to get that tingly feeling back again. So there's something I learned in elementary school about being gay. Oh, let's see what else is there. Oh, how to deal with bullies. Okay, so I learned this about bullies. First of all, nobody else is going to come to your rescue. So little Justin learned to have a searing wit and sarcastic humor. And when you come back at them, you say it loud enough for everybody else to hear. And that way they laugh at the bully instead of you, and you have won. Very soon after that, I learned how to take a punch. And something else I learned was that if someone punches you and you look at them and say, hit me harder, daddy, you better fucking mean it. All right, now this one is just true. This one isn't funny, and I think some of you might relate. Now I know there were some little gays in here, but how many of you were just plain old little weirdos as children? All right, and how many of you found that then and now find an eccentric old lady, and they are always a safe harbor for the weirdos? You know what? Who had a little eccentric old lady in their lives that always made them feel? Who was she?
High school art teacher.
Your high school, of course, the gay kid picks their art teacher. If your art teacher ever complimented you, you are queer now. That's something else to learn. All right, so I got just one little thing to wrap this up. So I want to thank my elementary school speech therapist, the most, because she spent hours teaching me all the proper mouth shapes and tongue positions to be able to succinctly and smoothly and successfully and salaciously say my S's, which now leads to being able to eat great asses. So that was very wonderful. I learned all this in elementary school. All right, I'm Justin Murdoch. Thank you, everybody.